welcome to this new vlog.
Welcome to Pirin National Park in Bulgaria. We're going to do a hike here to the lakes higher up in the mountains.
And you see the beautiful Pirin mountains. The walk is only 4 hours. It's a return trip.
Only.
It's a return trip.
So if we make it back, we're going to visit another national park in this episode, the Rila National Park with the amazing Rila Monastery. And after that, it's city tripping. We go to
Turkey. No.
City tripping. We go to Plovdiv.
Plovdiv.
And after that, of course, we go to Turkey.
Yeah.
Never known a city with the name of Turkey. No.
No.
Anyway, we hope you enjoyed this vlog and come with us on this hike.
Pirin National Park is located in the Pirin Mountains in southwest Bulgaria. The park is one of 3 national parks in the country. It was established in 1962, now spanning an area of 404 square kilometers and is protected as UNESCO heritage. The Pirins are famous for its Feelin peak at 2,914 meters, along with all the beautiful alpine lakes that you can find scattered all over the mountains.
First lake of the day, Onyekwe Lake. Only 30 minutes into the walk. And it's small but very beautiful because the snow-capped mountains, you see them reflected in the lake, in the water. So beautiful, so peaceful.
Whoa, this is really hard. It's not a walk, it's just mountaineering. But the views are amazing. Look here. Wow. We make a hike to see 2 beautiful alpine lakes that are quite close to Virenhut. Lake Ugonna and Lake Muratovo. They are both stunning alpine lakes that can be reached in less than an hour of hiking from Virenhut. The hike itself is pretty straightforward and there are signs along the way. We enjoy every minute of it. Yes! We made it! Woo! Wow! Follow me, so beautiful!
Oh, what a hike!
Put my jacket on because it's cold here.
It's colder here. You're already much higher. Muratovo Lake, right?
Muratovo Lake. I wrote it on my hand.
Yeah. So beautiful. And we have it all to ourselves.
Yeah, and we were just before the clouds because the clouds are following us.
Rolling in from the valley.
Over the mountains.
So quickly grab a sandwich and then turn back. We're going back the same route.
Yeah.
It's not a circular route. You can go further up to a hut to spend the night there, but we go back to Boris, spend the night in Boris, of course. Go back to the valley to Bansko and then we see what we're going to do.
Yeah, maybe stay there or maybe leave. We'll see.
Such a beautiful hike.
You have such a good planner. Oh.
Yeah, I know. Thanks to my travel planner.
After such a hike, my treat, bread and chocolate.
We made it back in one piece.
You almost half piece.
Yeah, I fell twice. I think I need new shoes. So now clean our gear
New mission.
and go back to the valley. Maybe look for new shoes also, and for lunch.
Mission, new shoes.
Yeah. I hurt myself a little bit. Everything is more or less cleaned. Now it's time for a drink here in, yeah, let's say this atmospheric hut.
Yeah, and the
nice.
music too is like They told us we have to try bean soup here when we are at the chalet.
Bean
with
soup, mushrooms.
boletos. Timus.
Not really warm, but very good. Very hearty
Very
soup.
tasty, yeah. We've been to the city center of Bansko, but there's not a lot to see there. We want to find some hiking boots for Eve, but most of the shops are just closed and there's not a lot of atmosphere there. I think it's more a village for winter sports than for summer activities. And now we're on the road again because tomorrow we want to go to the Rila Monasteries and we will park somewhere on the way.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Anne just washed her hair, now it's my turn. Because we want to look spick and span for
Rila Monastery.
Rila Monastery, probably one of the most or best known monasteries here in Bulgaria.
One of the biggest too.
One of the biggest.
Yeah.
Again in the mountains. We are parked right now, let's say 40 kilometers away from them. First going
Shopping.
to the town for some bread,
Yeah.
and some fruit, and then we
Cruising.
to Rila Monastery.
Yeah.
First, wash my hair.
We've been to the nearby village looking for bread, fresh bread, but we couldn't find a bakery because the village is run down. It looks very old. They only had 2 supermarkets where we could find bread, bread that is good for 1 week or something, and bananas. So we are ready to go to the monastery. We just saw a winery on the road. So we decided to stop and maybe to buy a bottle of wine, Bulgarian wine. I'm lucky, I have a bottle of wine. I bought a Sauvignon Blanc. It's around €5 for a bottle. They have different wines, not the most expensive one, so we can try this tonight. I have a Sauvignon Blanc for you.
And it's from a good year.
Yes? I don't know. A good year, very good year. Yes.
This will take a while. Finally arrived at Rila Monastery. Beautiful drive through the valley. But before we enter the monastery itself,
Coffee time.
coffee time, of course.
The road was nice, but you had to be very concentrated.
We finished our coffee and a quick lunch. We just entered the monastery, Rila Monastery, through a beautiful archway.
Yeah, beautiful gate.
And look at this. How impressive this courtyard is. Best of all, hard to believe, but this is free.
This is
You can
free.
enter this for free.
It's in the middle of the mountains.
Yeah.
You hear the birds and you see the mountains around it. Rila Monastery is situated in the northwestern part of Rila Mountain, at an altitude of 1150 meters. Rila Monastery or Rilski Monastir is one of the holiest places for Orthodox in Bulgaria, established by Saint John of Rila in the 10th century. It is precious not only with its beauty, it still keeps a large part of Bulgarian history and culture. The present look of Rila Monastery dates back to the 19th century. The interior of the main church is fully decorated with frescoes created by the most famous and talented Bulgarian artists. We bought Mikitsa. That's a special donut from here for the monastery. So we're looking forward. They put some sugar on it. Let's try. Wait, it's Ivan. I will try this first. Oh.
Leaving the monastery, but not before we bought a bread, monastery bread. The shop where we just bought the donuts also sells monastery bread.
Homemade bread. It's white bread.
Yeah.
It looks delicious.
This monastery was really worth a detour.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
It's not crowded. It's strange.
No. Well, you can see it's almost empty here, but of course it's a weekday. It's Tuesday afternoon, and you can see the church here. We couldn't film inside as usual, but
It's a holy place.
it's impressive. The frescoes, the details, the amount of frescoes. We've seen quite a few churches, Orthodox churches in the Balkans already, but this one plays
Really
in a
nice
different
one.
division.
Really
nice.
church.
So first going to buy a bread and return through this courtyard and maybe soak up a bit of the atmosphere before we leave.
I have a monastir cyclop. Monastir cyclop. Wow. That's good.
It's like a giant mushroom.
Yeah. It's still a little bit hot. This morning we were in search of a good loaf of bread and this is what we found. Nom, 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 nom. And we go to a monastery. And what can we find here? Ta-da! Fresh bread. Just go shopping in a monastery. We leave the monastery behind us and head towards Rila National Park. Fortunately, we stay dry in our bores.
Almost at the place where we're going to spend the night, 2.5 kilometers. But we're just passing a tourist information office and going to check out what we can do here. We can take a ski lift or gondola that we know to the 7 lakes, but we don't know what we can do on top of it. Hope to hike there, but as you can see, gray clouds and raining, so hopefully tomorrow the weather is better. We got a lot of information here in the information center. Currently today it's too cloudy up the hill or up the mountain to hike. There's a weather.
Dangerous.
Yeah, there's a webcam, and she can see we can still go up with the lift, but it's too dangerous to hike today. The last 2 lakes are not accessible because the path is still frozen over there. So we hope tomorrow for better weather. We go up anyway. I think so. or it must be very bad weather tomorrow. Otherwise we go up anyway and see on top how the weather is. After our visit to the information center, we drove a few kilometers up the mountain and we arrived here in this beautiful forest. When we arrived it was raining heavily, it was grey, it was dark and gloomy. But now after a few hours, sun is out, birds are singing, sun is shining on my face. It's a great spot. Tomorrow morning, first thing in the morning, we go up to the lift. It's 2 kilometers further up the road. And fingers crossed it's weather like this for a few hours. It's 20 minutes up by lift, then we can walk around 3 or 4 hours. It's going to be tight, I guess, because it's only a small window of good weather tomorrow. This is a great spot. It smells so good after the rain. Good morning. As you can see, the weather looks promising. So hopefully it stays like this. We woke up early. So now quickly having our breakfast and prepare ourselves to drive to the lift. And hopefully the lift works and we are allowed to go up the mountain. Fingers crossed.
What a morning! We woke up at 7:15. First, good morning. And now it was all in a hurry because we have to leave fast. It's not my mornings, I love the slow mornings. That's the one I prefer. And you, Yves?
I don't mind mornings like this if you can go on an adventure.
Yeah.
Hopefully, but they're still good.
Let's hope it stays that way. But when you want to do something, it's good to wake up early.
Lifts are running. So we will get to the end of the chairlift, and it's a chairlift, not a gondola. So I don't know, because I suffer a bit of vertigo. Not really fond of this. And on a side note, yeah, I hope it stays weather like this and it's not raining. Otherwise we're for 20 minutes in the soaking rain when we come back. And is buying the tickets now, where she is there. 2 tickets.
25 each.
25 left each return trip.
Yeah.
Wish me luck. We survived the chairlift terror. Oh. But unfortunately it's very cloudy here, so I doubt if we're going to see any lakes. But at least we were allowed to hike, so probably not that bad.
Scary part
Glad
is
not yet over.
Yeah, I know.
Have to go down, and it's maybe even scarier, but that's for later. Oh, seems we're lucky to start our hike. You see, blue sky, but because of the altitude probably, we're both already out of breath after 10 minutes of climbing. Have to take it slowly today. Rila National Park is known for its glacier lakes. There are 7 of them.
Yeah, 7 Rila Lakes.
And in front of us we see already the first one.
I think there's one more down.
You should be able to see 3 of them, but we only see one more. One, probably because
the clouds rolling in.
Yeah, the clouds are rolling in. We're going to hike further up, if weather permits, of course, to Kidney Lake. I think you can guess why it's known. It's called Kidney Lake. And there we turn left, and there should be another path.
Yeah,
come back.
to the chalet.
Yeah, back downhill to our chalet and a terror lift.
Rila National Park is the largest national park in Bulgaria, spanning an area of 810 square kilometers in the Rila mountain range in the southwest of the country. There are 120 glacial lakes, including the prominent 7 Rila Lakes.
lake number 3, just in front of us.
And lake number 4. Woohoo!
Finally made it to our last lake of the day, the 5th one. This is Kidney Lake. It's the highest lakes of the 5 we're going to visit today. The one with the steepest shores, and as you can see, it's still frozen. What a views, what a day. Again, Bulgaria is fantastic. Take off my sunglasses because the weather is changing fast. We grab a quick sandwich before we return to the valley. We made it back to the lift.
Yeah.
The terror lift.
It's waiting for you.
It's still drizzling, but we had luck.
Yeah, a very beautiful hike.
What a hike.
Wow.
Took us a little over 3 hours. We arrived at the spot of the day, or 2 days, 3 days, we don't know, next to a
The river.
river, rushing water. It's going to save a few days because we have to catch up on work. Have to edit some vlogs and has to research for Plovdiv, our next stop.
To see what we can do there.
We can eat, we
Yeah.
went on a restaurant.
Things to see there.
It's probably our last visit here in Bulgaria as
Before
well,
going
Plovdiv, to
to
Turkey.
Yeah.
First, clean the van because our hiking gear is everywhere.
We just finished our workation and are now on the way again to Plovdiv.
Probably our last stop in Bulgaria.
Yeah.
See you there.
See you there.
Good morning and welcome to a rainy and grey Plovdiv. But it is what it is, we can't change it, we're going to visit Plovdiv anyway. Today we are parked here in front of the Ramada Hotel. It's a guarded parking, a paid parking, but it's safe. We spent the night outside of the city, we drove into the city this morning. And we're going to spend the day here. We're going to have a lunch here in a vegan restaurant. And I don't think we're going to spend many hours here because of the rain. At least it's not cold. So come with us in Plovdiv.
Plovdiv is the second largest city in Bulgaria, standing on the banks of the Maritsa River. Plovdiv was built on 7 hills. There are actually only 6 now. One was quarried for materials to construct the city centuries ago. Plovdiv is a cultural hub in Bulgaria and was the European Capital of Culture in 2019. The city is an important economic, transport, cultural and educational center. Bulgarians we met told us we have to visit this city, so here we are. Plovdiv is an amazing city.
Yeah, it's amazing. Although it's a grey day, raining, it's still an amazing and very atmospheric town.
It's a lively
City.
town, not too busy.
No, because of the weather probably, but yeah, love it.
There's so much to see here.
Happy we stopped here.
Yeah.
Now it's almost time for lunch. We have a reservation at the vegan restaurant and slowly making our way there.
To celebrate our 23rd wedding anniversary, we have lunch at the local vegan restaurant, Veggic, in Kapana, the creative heart of Plovdiv. We are lucky that there is just a festival going on when we are visiting Plovdiv.
Back
Yeah,
at the expensive hotel and casino back at Boris.
but Plovdiv was really a nice day to walk
Yeah,
around,
nice
to
city.
sightseeing.
Seasighting.
Seaside.
Sightseeing, yeah, day of sightseeing has come to an end.
Yeah.
Like this vlog too.
And it's the end of our trip here in Bulgaria.
Almost our end of the trip in Europe.
Yeah.
Because we're crossing to Turkey and after a while we're crossing into Asia. Finally.
Yeah, finally direction Asia.
So for this one, if you like it,
Please give it a thumbs up.
subscribe. Why not?
If you haven't already.
Of course. Leave a comment.
And leave a comment. We love to hear from you.
Yeah. See you in.
Turkey.
Alright.
See you. Bye. Thank you for watching.
Bye bye.